name is Dr. Carli Axford and I'm the founder of the Spinal Flow Technique, and I wanted to speak today about vertigo. So many of my practitioners and students that I coach have clients that have vertigo. Vertigo can be that thing where you feel like life is spinning. It's like, you know what, you feel like you're here, you've got your feet on the ground, but it can be like a spinning, and it may be to do with the ears, can be to do with the eyes as well. So I wanted to share that, in my past and working with my practitioners, that we've had really excellent success with people that are experiencing different signs and symptoms that are looking similar to vertigo. And what I've noticed is that when I have had someone that's come into my practice, or my practitioners have, when I've had a feel for their spine to see if there's any spinal blockages, I have noticed that there's a blockage right at the top here. So you can see up here, that's the C1. So I've got a spine through here. That's the front, that's the back. This is the spinous processes. Up here is the top. So right at the top here, that's where the cranium is. So you've got the cranium, which is your brain, comes out with the spinal cord, and right at the top, at the first vertebra where that spinal cord comes out, that's what we call C1 through here. And C1, what I've felt is, in the Spinal Flow Technique, we've got a way of assessing if there's a blockage. We have a postural assessment to see what's happening with the neck. Is it in the right position? We also have a gateway assessment to go, what happens when you turn your neck, because C1's rotated, is associated with rotation of the neck. And if this is you right now and you do have vertigo, or you know someone that's got vertigo, or you've got clients with vertigo and you've shared this video, do a test now. Do a gateway test. Turn your head one way, turn your neck one way all the way, turn your neck the other way, and see, do you have more movement on one side? Or do you have any type of pain and restriction? If you've got more movement on one side or the other, or less movement on one side or the other, or there's some pain, it might show that you have a sign of a blockage at C1, which is what I call the pause gateway. So what I've noticed is that's one assessment we do. We also have a look at what's happening with your posture. And the biggest thing my spinal flow practitioners learn to do is to have a feel, to actually palpate that C1 vertebra and see if it's blocked. How we know if it's blocked is, C1 is supposed to have movement like that, to have full movement through there. When there's a blockage, it's like, there's stuckness through there. And we can also feel if it's blocked because of physical stress, chemical stress, or emotional stress, because they all feel differently. What we notice is that when there's a block in that area of C1, it can affect the nerve flow. So remember, we've got the brain through here that comes out with the spinal cord, and that nerve needs to come up and supplies the face, it supplies the ears, it supplies the eyes, and it can be really common in also, like, number one cause of headaches and migraines, vertigo, all of that as well. So with spinal flow, if you have got vertigo and there is a blockage in C1, we can help you. And how we help you is we look at releasing and reducing the blockage. The good thing about Spinal Flow Practitioners, it's not about my practitioners being, hey, they're amazing, they release your blockage. Is actually they work with your body so your body can find the blockage, feel it, and your body learns how to release it itself. That's the power of the Spinal Flow Technique, that the wisdom is inside your body. We just look at accessing areas in your system so your body can find that, feel it, release it, so there no longer has to be a blockage in that area. What I've seen with many of my students and practitioners is when they work with people that are experiencing vertigo, while there's a spinal blockage there at C1, once that spinal blockage starts to reduce, eliminate, their signs of vertigo decreases or eliminates as well. So that's what I wanted to share with you now, that we have found that there's a correlation between vertigo and the blockage in the pause gateway, and once that blockage starts to reduce and eliminate, so do the signs and symptoms of vertigo. So have nothing to lose right now. If you've got vertigo or you want to share with someone that has, let them know that they may get really great results from the Spinal Flow Technique, because we have seen that over and over.